on. So soon, Manny Pacquiao will be facing Jessie Vargas, and there's really not long left. We've just got literally like a day left, and these two are going to be facing off against each other. Manny Pacquiao, the boxing legend, still got wicked hand speed. If you think about this guy in his prime, I mean, what springs to mind? Antonio Margarito, right? Oscar De La Hoya, an absolute legend in the sport. So, look, everyone knows I'm favouring Manny Pacquiao in this fight, okay? I like Jessie Vargas, but for me, this size difference is not going to be a huge factor. I mean, if you look at the calf difference, right, it's just huge. You look at the weight difference on their legs, Pacquiao's bigger, you know? And to be honest, Pacquiao can take out guys much bigger than him, so I don't think the height is going to play that much of a role. I think if anything, his chin's going to be a bit more exposed. Pacquiao's going to go for the straight left hands, and he's hunting for a knockout. I mean, let's just take a look at Jessie Vargas, right, because we don't want to underestimate Jessie Vargas at all. I mean, you take a look at Jessie Vargas' record right now, okay? He's 27 with 10 knockouts. That means he went, you know, he's had majority unanimous decisions with so many fighters, and I mean, his only win recently was TK over Saddam Ali. So I don't see how he's going to make this jump and go and beat. And I mean, if you look at his knockouts, they were early, really early. Look, 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, 7. I can't. How many? He's had 10 knockouts in total. So I mean, look, 1 knockout there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, I'm missing 2, I don't know, maybe these count as, yeah, sorry, there we are, 9 and 10. So, you know, for me, look, he's not really knocked out anyone of note. The only guy he's knocked out is Saddam Ali by TKO, and I don't know what's happened to Saddam Ali since. Whoa, Saddam Ali actually had a fight against Saul Corral. I didn't even know that he fought. So for me, I can't see how he's going to go and knock out this man right here. I mean, let's just take a look at Manny Pacquiao's record, right? Okay, I mean, yeah, he's getting a little bit older and he's not the same as he was once upon a time. But I mean, you take a look at his record, it is absolutely solid. You know, he's a legend. He's an absolute legend. From Barrera, Marquez, Morales, Oscar De La Hoya, Hatton, Cotto, Clottey, Margarito, Mosley, Marquez, Rios, Bradley, Algieri, Mayweather, Bradley. I mean, who are his losses really? I mean, not recent. Okay, he's had a few losses. I mean, he's coming off a win against Bradley, beat Chris Algieri, Bradley, Rios, Juan Manuel Marquez. And yeah, I know he lost here, but you know, it's part of boxing. And I think, right, Manny Pacquiao, and you know what? You can't really. What can you say about the Mayweather loss? You know, it's Mayweather. Okay, so for him to be facing Jessie Vargas, I think it's going to be an easy fight for Pacquiao, to tell you the truth. I don't think there's going to be much to it. There's levels in boxing, and this is going to be one of the examples where you're going to see levels in boxing. I mean, Jessie Vargas was losing to Timothy Bradley quite convincingly, and Manny Pacquiao is a better boxer than Timothy Bradley is. I think Pacquiao still got it. He's not as good as he once was, but I definitely think he's good enough to put a hurting on Jessie Vargas. And I can't wait to see the Pac-Man back in action. I want to see him in more competitive fights. I want to see him in a good style matchup, because I'm hitting that point in boxing now where I'm not so concerned with Pacquiao facing the best boxers. I want to see good matchups, you know. And if a good matchup is Crawford, then make Crawford. You know, at 140, I want to see Pacquiao, because at the end of the day, right, Manny Pacquiao is not a 147 fighter. He fights at 147, but he's not a 147 fighter. He's a 140 fighter. He should be fighting at 140. I mean, in today's boxing, right? I mean, look, you have guys like Errol Spencer, Kell Brook fighting at 147. Look at the size of them compared to Manny Pacquiao. They're huge. Just as a comparison, let me just quickly take a look at this, right, just to make my point, right? You look at Kell Brook, okay, and you look at the size of Brook. You look at these guys, right? I mean, they're absolutely huge, and these guys are in the same weight class, and they don't belong in the same weight class because Pacquiao is not anywhere near. I mean, you look at the size of Brook, he is huge. I mean, I know this was at, you know, a higher weight class, but hold on. I mean, let's just take a look at Brook before. I mean, look at the size of Brook, he's absolutely humongous. And for Pacquiao to be in the same weight division, I don't think it's right of him to be in this weight division. I think he needs to drop down and fight at 140, because I mean, this guy's like, Pacquiao comes up to like Kell Brook's chin. He's absolutely short as hell. He's got big calves, but I mean, really, he's not a 147 fighter at all. Not at all. These guys are proper 147 fighters, because at the end of the day, these guys, they hydrate up massive. What does Pacquiao hydrate up to? Really, honestly, not too much. You look at someone like Errol Spence, who we'll take a look at. Look at the size of him. These are the biggest guys I can think of in the division. Even hell, Keith Thurman. Look, hold on. I mean, Pacquiao is nowhere near the size of these guys. I don't know why he's fighting at 147. He needs to really drop down and fight down at 140, because these guys have got way more height than him. They've got reach, and to tell you the truth, I think Errol Spence beats Pacquiao. I can't see Pacquiao beating Spence. I think he's too big for him. I think he's too long and too rangy. I think he's got too much power for Pacquiao. Pacquiao's getting old. Pacquiao needs to, I mean, before he could get away with this, right, fighting at 147 because he was that good. But as he's declining slowly, I mean, he shouldn't be facing fighters, right, as big as this, right, who are just chunked out, huge welterweights, right, who probably hydrate up to high 150s, you know. So for me, I really think Pacquiao needs to drop down to 140 after this fight, after he puts a beating on Jessie Vargas. And, you know, like I said, no disrespect to Vargas at all. But I personally feel that Pacquiao is just going to win this fight, and it's Be Real TV, and I've got to keep it real. I mean, Pacquiao can't be staying in this division and facing these sorts of fighters at 147, because I think that he's not big enough, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I mean, he did it when he was younger because he was, you know, such a good boxer. But I mean, with the shark swimming at 147, Pacquiao needs to go back down to 140 and absolutely demolish 140 pounds. That's where he belongs. And yeah, this is just my final thoughts, right? He can't be staying in this weight class. Nah, Pacquiao is a legend in boxing, and he's got to move back down to 140, man. I mean, who did he fight at 140? Did he even fight at 140 from what I can recall? Let's just take a look, see at his box rec here. Manny Pacquiao. Okay, so where did he start moving up? Okay, Barrera, featherweight, lightweight. Yeah, here we are. He did a skip, didn't he? Yeah, he did. So I mean, super lightweight title, Ricky Hatton. Super lightweight is 140. Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this one of his best performances? You know, this is where he belongs. 140. I mean, hell, do a catchweight, Pacquiao. I'm not gonna stop him. He's a legend. Do a catchweight at 143, 142. That's where he belongs. That's where he's that's where he's truly great. He's just in welterweight because it's a historic division and it's a huge division, and that's where the big fights are at for him. But I'm ready to see Pacquiao move down to 140 after he beats Vargas. I'm expecting knockdowns in the fight from Pacquiao, and I'm expecting a dominant performance from Manny Pacquiao leading up to this fight against Jessie Vargas. Let me know what you guys think. Am I overlooking Jessie Vargas too much? Personally, I'm just giving credit to the legend that is Manny Pacquiao. Comment section below, subscribe as always, Be Real TV. In a bit, guys.